Hey guys, welcome to another super secret episode of Chad's Beer Reviews. You might remember 3 years ago, well, actually, maybe I never even told you guys this. Well, back in the summer of 2010, I bought a bottle of Chimay Blue, and also there's a bottle of Chimay Red that I've had sitting in my basement since 2010, so it's been 3 years. I got the idea to do this from 𝓑𝓻𝓮𝓲𝓷, so shout out to Lee there. I didn't do, three and then taste them every year. I've had this beer a few times. I reviewed this originally, I think like near Christmas of 2009, and it was a fresh bottle. I assume it was. But anyways, so this is a 2010 vintage Chimay Blue or Grande Reserve, however you want to pronounce it. You can tell the date. The date is on the cork. It says 0410. There you go. It's hard to tell from the bottling code. Like, it just says L10-255. I don't know. I knew the 10 meant 2010. Anyways, let's get on with the tasting using my official Chimay glass. I was hoping we would get a bigger head. It had about 2 fingers, but it kind of fizzled away. Appearance-wise, looks pretty much the same. It looks exactly the same as it always has. It looks like kind of a brown color on camera, but in real life, it's more of like it's like a cherry red, kind of burgundy color. I think that's what they call it. Smells great. I just smell tons and tons of fruit on this. Very sweet, kind of spicy. Raisin, plum, cherry. Maybe some kind of like almost vanilla extract in there. Maybe even clove or banana too. It smells delicious. So let's dig into this 3-year-old vintage. Cheers. Oh wow, wow. I've come a long way since the last 3.5 years since I officially reviewed this, but especially from the Beer Abbey in Schenectady, having a lot of Belgian beers lately. This one, wow, this is really amazing because last time I had this, I remember it being just really hot. I remember it being extremely fizzy in the mouth, being like, just the carbonation was just tearing up my tongue, and just like it was actually hard to swallow. It's not flat now, but it's nice and calm, and it's so smooth. I get a lot of caramel on this one. Some toffee too, but a lot of the fruit notes. You can see it's still pretty well carbonated. It's a little easier to drink, but just wow. It's just like up front, I get like kind of caramel, toffee. Through the middle, I'm getting like nice. It's almost like barley, like American barley wine. That syrupy, just rich sweetness, and getting like the authentic fruit flavor. Like, it tastes like real fruit, not just like fruit flavoring. Even though these beers, they're not made with any fruit. That's just from the malts and the yeast that they use. Still a little bit of spiciness in there. It's not quite as dry as I remember, because I remember these beers, when you have them fresh, they're plenty fruity and spicy, but they're also very dry on the back end. Not this time around. But it's not sticky and syrupy either. It's, I don't want to say dank, but it's just it's richer. It's just not drying me out. Drinkability, like as I said, drinkability on it is great. I don't know if you guys can see that swirl in there. Uh, that's cool. It's doing like a spiral thing with the head. Still get a little bit of bitterness in there. I don't know what hops they use in this, but I'd be curious to find out. Um, Yeah, wow. I definitely recommend doing this experiment on your own. Just, I mean, I mean, I forget how much these are. I think they're like 12, $13 for a 750 bottle. Definitely worth buying a bunch and just socking them away for a few years. Um, I mean, to me, okay, this is 3-year-old vintage. This is getting a 10 out of 10. It's really really good. This blows Westy 12 out of the water. You know, the times that I've had Westy 12, it was always, pretty well aged. Like at least at least a year and a half to, like, I think the last time we had it was like 3 years old. This so much more robust, sweeter, easier to drink, just more appealing. Um, that's what I've always said, that if Westy 12 was as readily available as Chimay Blue, it'd have the same recipe. You know, it would have the same reputation as Chimay Blue. Like, everybody says, yeah, this is great beer, but nobody flaunts over it. Nobody really, seeks this out and trades for it and spends an arm and a leg to buy it because it's pretty readily available. So if you can find this in your beer store, I definitely recommend picking it up. And then, I mean, it's good fresh, but it's even better with a couple years on it. I'm not sure what's the max, age I would age this. I mean, I think Drink Like a Fish, they did a vertical tasting a few years ago of, like, I think like 5-year vintage or something. I don't know if I would probably go past 5 years, but I mean, they probably last for, I mean, it's bottle condition, they probably last pretty much forever. So, yeah, again, I'm full 10 out of 10 for the 2010 vintage Chimay Blue. So thanks for watching this episode of Chad's Super Secret Beer Reviews. I'll see you whenever I see you.